चंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees, you are welcome
Recording in progress.
for continuity and completion of Bhakti Vaibhav study of 6th canto of Srimad Bhagvatam. We are discussing the 9th chapter and the verse 2 to 24. Sukadeva Goswami described the rules and prayers of Kunswan Varta, and we are starting from verse number 14 onward. This morning session we had one wonderful purport by Srila Prabhupada. What is causeless mercy? Anybody can refresh the memory? What is the meaning of causeless mercy?
It means the Lord is independent, but He is dependent on His devotees.
Yes, and
a chance to do something is the cause.
Lord is independent, but still He depends on the devotees for rendering service. And if somebody gets that type of service, and Lord is pleased by that, that is the causeless mercy of the Lord. Very good. And what about the Lakshmi Mayaya? So, while Lakshmi alone is dangerous, if she is without Narayan, then she becomes? She is coming on owl, but what she becomes? She becomes, instead of Lakshmi, she becomes material energy, and which is there always to give miseries. And what is the tattva of Lakshmi in a Madhva Sampradaya and in Vaishnava Sampradaya? Tattva of Lakshmi.
Madhva Sampradaya is Jiva Tattva, and in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya is Vishnu Tattva.
What? In Madhvacharya, they consider Lakshmi as a Jiva Tattva because she is dependent and Lord is independent. Gaudiya Vaishnava, she is a Shakti Tattva. She is not Vishnu Tattva. She is a Shakti Tattva, but Shakti of the Shaktiman, they are non-different. The energy and energetic are non-different. Therefore, so we cannot say Vishnu Tattva. She is Shakti Tattva, but Shakti and Shaktiman are non-different. Therefore, they are equal. They are equal. And if somebody is empowered by Lakshmi Devi, then he is a Jiva Tattva who is empowered by Shri or Lakshmi. So now we are going to verse number 14.
Prabhuji, please explain once again. Lakshmi ji is a Shakti Tattva. Therefore,
Lakshmi ji is?
Shakti Tattva.
But this is internal potency. All is Shakti Tattva. Radha is Shakti Tattva. Gadadhar Pandit is Shakti Tattva.
Okay. So,
It's not Vishnu Tattva, it's a Shakti Tattva. But Shakti Tattva is in three categories: internal, marginal, and external. So this Lakshmi is internal.
okay.
Parashakti. Yatha yuvam trilokasya varadhau parameshthino tatha ma uttam shlokah santo satyah mahaasishah. This is the part of the prayer which continues. The prayer is, you both, means Lakshmi and Narayan, the supreme rulers and benefactors of the three worlds. Therefore, my Lord, Uttam Shlok, may my ambition be fulfilled by your grace. So this is the prayer after performing the worship and then fire sacrifice and paying obeisances, 12 oblation in fire, 10 time obeisances with the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Mahapurushaya, then offering this prayer. So this prayer, verse 15. Iti abhishto yaha varadam shrihi nivasam shriyasa tannisaryo upaharanam dattvaha achmanam achare. Sukadeva Goswami continued. Thus one should worship the Vishnu who is known as Shri Nivas. So what is the meaning of Shri Nivas?
The abode of the goddess of fortune.
Yes, abode of goddess of fortune. Shri means goddess of fortune. Nivas means abode. Because there is a mark of Lakshmi Devi on the left side of the chest of Lord Vishnu called Shri Vatsa Chinna. So therefore, and in Ramanuja Sampradaya, Lakshmi is always on the left side of the chest of Lord Vishnu, and they worship Lakshmi and Narayan together, so it's called Srinivas. Along with Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, by offering prayers according to the process mentioned above, after removing all the paraphernalia of worship, it means now one should offer them water to wash their hands, because we offered prasad already. So now you take the prasad and other items of worship and give the Lord the achmanya and arghya, and then one should worship them again. Verse number 16. Tatastu vittaha strotrena bhakti pravehena chetasa prahavena chetasa yagno uchishtam avagrahaya punara abhyarachat dharim. Ustitva stotrena. What is different between prayer, astuti, stotar? Ashtaka. In nectar of devotion, we have a difference meaning of all these. One composed by oneself, one is already some prayers, astotra are already composed by some exalted personality. We simply repeat those as astotra, ashtakam, astotra, and astuti is personally we offer our prayer. Like Kunti astuti. So Kunti is offering her own prayer. And Damodar Astotar, which we already composed by Satyavartamani, we simply repeat it. Thereafter, with devotion and humility, one should offer prayers to the Lord and Mother Lakshmi. Then one should smell the remnant of the prasad offered, and then again worship the Lord and Lakshmi. So the bhoga which was offered, we take from there. Then you smell simply and then again start worshipping. It means just honor the Mahaprasad.
We have people.
Say, yes, Advait, what is your question? What?
We have been used to smelling the flower. Of course.
Who's Ajay? Who is there? Ajay is there?
Yes, sir.
So smell, I don't know. This is sometime in Yajna. It is said in the last ahuti, you smell that ahuti and then the yajna is over. So similarly, puja, when prasad you take, you just honor the prasad because still your worship is continuous. So you have not to honor by eating, but you simply smell and honor the prasad. And it appears like that. After smelling the remnant of food offered to yajna ujjishtam avagrahaya, one should again worship the Lord because still the worship is continuing.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Now next verse. Verse 17. Patim cha paraya bhaktya mahapurusha chetasa priyaistaira upanmetaha prema shilaha swayam pati bibrayat sarva karmani patanya ucha vachani cha. Accepting her husband as the representative of the Supreme Person, the wife should worship him with unalloyed devotion by offering him prasad. Husband, being very pleased with his wife, should engage himself in affairs of his family. Chakravarti Pad writes only one line. What a purport is, the family relationship of husband and wife should be established spiritually according to the process mentioned above. Family relationships. Kirtam ekatrenapi dampatyobhyorapi patanyam kuryad anarhayam patir etat samahitah. Between the husband and wife, one person is sufficient to execute this devotional service. Because of their good relationship, both of them will enjoy the result. Therefore, if the wife is unable to execute this process, the husband should carefully do so, and the faithful wife will share the results. It appears there is nothing in commentary. Let's read Srila Prabhupada's purport. The relationship between husband and wife is firmly established when the wife is faithful and husband is sincere. Then even if the wife, being weaker, is unable to execute devotional service with her husband, if she is chaste and sincere, she shares half of the husband's activities. Between the husband and wife, either of them can do the rites. It appears, it sounds from this that because this main reason for this punishment vrata or the vow or the ceremony is to get a good qualified son. So if the wife is pregnant and not able to render service in advanced stage, then husband can do that. And even the husband does that, then half of the benefit wife will get, and the wife is doing, the husband will get half. Generally it is said one way. The half of the all pious credits of the worship of the husband automatically goes to the wife. But Srila Prabhupada says if the both are devoted and connected. So, verse number 20. Vishnor vidam bibran na vihanyat kathanchin vipran striyoho veeravatihi sraggah gandha balhi mandanaihi achared ahar bhaktya devam niyamam astitaha udavasya devam swadhamani tan niveditam agarataha adyah atmavishuddhyah artham sarva kama samardhyai. One should accept this Vishnu Vrata, means vow, which is a vow in devotional service, and should not deviate from its execution to exchange in anything else. It means in uninterrupted. By offering the remnants of prasad, flower garlands, sandalwood pulp and ornament, one should daily worship the Brahman and worship the woman who peacefully lives with her husband and children. It means Patvrta, married, other lady should be worshipped with whatever the offerings are offered to the Lord, they should be given to the next door, some good family. Every day the wife must continue following the regulative principle to worship Lord Vishnu with great devotion. Thereafter Lord Vishnu should be laid in his bed. It means now it is time for Lord to rest. And then one should take prasad. In this way, husband and wife will be purified and will have all their desires fulfilled. One should execute the vow for Vishnu and should not deviate from it for any reason. With devotion, one should daily worship woman with living husband and brahmanas, vipran vivarita striyaha, virvati striya, virvati striya means having a husband. By means of garlands, scents, food and ornaments used in the worship, fixed in the rules of worship, placing the Lord to rest, one should divide the offering to the Lord and then eat by purifying the mind in order to fulfill one's desire. There are new rules.
Does it mean that only once they have to eat after the Lord goes from
We put the Lord rest 2 times, generally in the afternoon as well as in the evening. But this worship says like, it doesn't say 1 time, but it sounds. So verse number 21. Etena puja vidhina masam dvadasahayanam nitva atha uparameta sadvi kartike charame ahani. Thus the chaste wife must perform such devotional service continuously for 1 year. After 1 year passes, she should fast on the full moon day in the month of Kartik, October and November. Strame ahani means the full moon. Verse 22. Shvabhute apya upasprishyah Krishnam abhirajyah purvavat payah shrutenah juhyacha charunam saha sarpisha pakayagnaha vidhanena dvadashvahotihi patihi. On the morning of the next day, one should wash oneself, and after worshipping Lord Krishna as before, one should cook as one cooks for the festival as stated in the Graha Sutra. Sweet rice should be cooked with ghee, and with this preparation the husband should offer oblation to the fire 12 times. Next morning, Shava Bhute. After performing Achman, Aap Sparsha. Aap means water, Sparsha means touching. And worshipping the Lord as before, Krishnam Abhirajya. Now Vishnu comes to Krishna. I don't know why. The husband should offer 12 oblation of the rice cooked in milk. Payaha Shrutena Charuna. And ghee. Saha Sarpisha. According to the rules in cooking rice for full moon ritual. Shvabhute means early next morning, according to the rules of cooking rice for the full moon of observance. It's called Charu. 23. Ashishaha Shri Sadaya Dvejahi Pritahi Simritaha Pranamya Sirasah Bhaktyaha Bhunjita Tada Anognaya. Thereafter, husband should satisfy the Brahmana. When the satisfied Brahmana bestow their blessing, he should devotedly offer them respectful obeisances with his head, and with their permission he should take prasad. When satisfied Brahman, Dvejaha Pritahi, bestow their blessing, he should devotedly offer them obeisance with his head, and with their permission he should take remnant. Now this is the last verse of this woe. Acharyam aggatah kritva vagayata sah bandhubhi dadayada patnyai charoho shesham suprajatsvam Sashobhagam. Prajastam means son. Shobhagam means good fortune. Before taking his meal, the husband must first seat the Acharya comfortably, and along with his relatives and friends should control his speech and offer prasad to the Guru. Then the wife should eat the remnant of oblation of the sweet rice cooked with ghee. Eating the remnant ensure a learned, devoted son and all good fortune. What about should control his speech and offer prasad to the Guru? Material talks. Generally, when some respectable person is honoring prasad, we should not talk. When we are serving prasad, we should not talk, because when we talk, we will contaminate their prasad. Right? we contaminate their prasad. So it appears like that. So we should not talk, simply serve them prasad. And after that,
But even Prabhupada takes prasad by seeing the wall, facing the wall.
huh?
Prabhupada always face the wall and take prasad. Always take towards the wall.
Yeah, there's some reason is there. Some sesham soha means the food remnant which will produce good son and very good fortune. Or the last sentence can be taken as the separate sentence, may she have a good son and good fortune. Now the last verse is Phal Shruti. Phal means benediction, Shruti means one who hears this or perform this. If this vow or ritualistic ceremony is observed according to the description of Shastra, even in this life, a man will be able to achieve all the benediction he desires from the Lord. A wife who performs this ritualistic ceremony will surely receive good fortune, opulence, sons, a long living husband, and good reputation and good home. Srila Prabhupada has a small purport. In Bengal, even today, if a woman lives for a long time with her husband, she is considered very fortunate. A woman generally desires a good husband, a good children, a good husband, good children, a good home, prosperity, opulence, and so on. As recommended in this verse, a woman will receive all these desirable benediction, and men will also be able to receive all benediction from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Thus, by performing this particular type of vrata, a man and woman in Krishna consciousness will be happy in this material world, and because of being Krishna consciousness, they will be promoted to the spiritual world. Why? So Prabhupada is somehow encouraging that the couple should do this work, that they happily live here and go back to home, back to God. The woman will obtain a husband who lives. Now the 3 more verses together. These are benedictions are. If an unmarried girl observes this worth, she will be able to get a very good husband. If a woman who is avira means having no husband, who has no husband or son, execute this ritualistic ceremony, she can be promoted to the spiritual world. A woman whose children have died after birth can get a child with a long duration of life and also become very fortunate in possessing wealth. If a woman is unfortunate, she will become fortunate, and if ugly, she will become beautiful. By observing this worth, a diseased man can gain relief from his disease and have an able body with which to work. If one recites this narration while offering oblation to the pittas and demigods, especially during the Shraddha ceremony, the demigods and inhabitants of Pitraloka will extremely please with him and bestow upon him the fulfillment of all desires. After one performs this ritualistic ceremony, Lord Vishnu and his wife, Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, are very pleased with him. O King Parikshat, now I have completely described how Diti performed this ceremony and had good children, Marutas, and a happy life. I have tried to explain this to you as elaborately as possible. Thus, the Bhaktivedanta purport of 6th canto, 19th chapter of Srimad Bhagvatam, entitled Performing the Panchvan Ritualistic Ceremony, and end of the 6th canto, as well as Bhakti Vaibhav study for this group, which is started during Corona is now completed. Hare So, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I think we were together in first canto and we are finishing this today. So congratulations to all of you for completing this. The most of the benedictions are material in the end. Last 3 verses are all material. All those ceremonies, they have 2 aspects, material aspect and spiritual aspect. If you don't want any material benediction, then automatically you will get the spiritual elevation. So this is type of worship what we are doing. Every householder has a deity in the house or some picture. They every day do some puja. So this is sort of worth actually what we are doing at our home. It's not like a very systematic doing yajna and other things, but what we are doing is for our spiritual well-being or advancement in spiritual life. It has no, we don't need any material benediction, but they are automatically awarded to the sincere candidates. They are available for them. And people get those. There's no doubt. So, so this is the portion or nourishment of Diti by worshipping Lord Vishnu and getting Maruta, which instead of becoming Daitya has become Devatas or the demigods. So this is a portion of Ditis by worship, like chanting of the holy name. Ajamil is portion of the Ajamil is done by holy name, and portion of the Daksh was by the form of the Lord 800 Vishnu 8, and portion of the Indra is by Narayan Kavach. Portion is one of the subject matter of Srimad Bhagvatam. Huh? It's a portion of the Daksha of the in the Pravarti Marg, and portion of the Narad of the Nivarti Marg, and Haryashiv and Shablashiv also become a self-realized soul by Devarishi Narad. So we have this whole, and the last chapter described these 3 chapters. The portion of the Diti by worship, puja leading to the nourishment of the devotee. So any question or comment? We end it here. We have 2 presentations today. One Advait Krishna Prabhu and other one is of our Nilmani Prabhu. Is it okay? We should close it here.
When a non-devotee reads, especially the last verse, when a non-devotee reads, is there any chance for them to become a devotee?
That is the whole topic. That those like Diti who may have a evil and enviousness within their heart by performing this 1 year vow of Panswan worth, this Varta, their heart is purified, number 1, and they endears themselves to Lord Vishnu by getting this benediction as a byproduct. They are purified by that. Because by worship of the Vishnu, one is definitely purified. So the main point of this worship is Kashyap wanted to give to her wife a Vaishnava way of worship. By that her evil and envious heart should get purified. Because she wanted to kill Indra. After performing this ritual, even if there was a fault, but there is, then she and Indra become like more like agreeing to one another and become truthful, and ultimately the Marutas become demigods. So the purpose of this birth is to make Diti Vaishnava. And Srila Prabhupada's one line in the purport was, if the husband is gentleman and a devotee, he can guide even the selfish nature of the woman on a right path and get her, on a safer side back to home, back to Godhead. Because there are two natures of the woman we discuss. She is extremely selfish, but she is also a follower. So because she is follower, if you follow this type of direction by a gentleman and a devotee husband, then she will definitely be benefited automatically. Is it okay? Any other question or comment? I think we were together in first 3 chapters, right? And last 3 chapters. Yeah, Jamil episode we did together.
I have a question. That when first Kashyapa told it in the fourth canto or third, that she will have demons as sons, and they will kill by Vishnu, and it will be a benediction for them. She was happy by this fact. But here she seems to forget this. Why? She was actually pacified then, when she heard that her sons will be killed by Vishnu.
Ekanta, your question is Sukadev?
No, the sons, the question is about Diti.
Oh, Diti, okay.
Yes. When she was conceiving these demons, Kashyapa told her that they will be killed by Vishnu.
At that,
For them.
that time, that is the incident in third canto, right? Where Diti approached Kashyap in the evening time at a place for doing worship or a yagyashala. And she was overcome with excessive calm or lusty desire. And Kashyap tried to restrain her, that this is not a good time, it is time for Lord Shiva, who has all the ghosts, and they really will be going. He put them in the wombs of those, and then he said, please you wait, let me finish this, let this time over, and then I will fulfill your desire. At that time also, this Diti was envious because she has no son and all other wives have sons. So she wanted son. There the Kashyap thought that this may be the desire of the Lord. Because ultimately for Hiranyakashi and Hiranyakashipu to come in this world was the Leela, for the part of the pastime of the Supreme Lord. So Kashyap gave in. After that, Diti also become repentant. She said, I am sorry, I have done a mistake. And she got a greatest benediction that her grandson will be great devotee. So after all, Diti, because of her devotion and sincerity and farming, she has 2 grandson Prahlad and then great grandson Bali, 2 Mahajans after all. But that that pastime is actually a lesson that how the demonic type of children are born. There are 5-6 reasons there. One, the marriage is by choice, or a girl likes the boy on his own, number one. Number two, not having respect to the instruction of the husband. Number three, the time of the Sandhya, evening or morning, is a very pious time. That is not time for union. Number four, it is disrespecting Lord Shiva, the greatest Vaishnava. And the last one, there is one more reason in that. And these are the few reasons for getting a demonic mentality children. So at that time there was no need of Punchwan Virth, because this is she worshipped Kashyap for many days, and she pleased by service and all this, and then Kashyap gave benediction, and then she asked. So it took a long time, so Kashyap gave a long Vrit. There it was a spontaneous episode where Kashyap was helpless. So they both have a different purpose. Anyway, Diti, the children are called Daitya, but still by this Vaishnava ceremony her children become Devata, or the demigod. That is a good achievement. And Diti and Aditi both are sisters, what can you do? And both are the wife of one same person, Kashyap. I think we have to learn a lesson from this rather than thinking what they are doing. They are maybe the part of the pastime. But what the lesson we should learn, that is more important.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. So,
There is one question in a question mark.
from question bank, what is the question?
Indra and Diti both had selfish desires and were both purified. And the question is not ending with how, the question is ending with why.
Because Diti worshipped Lord Vishnu and Indra served Diti. By serving Diti, he is also purified, because she was worshipping Vishnu and he was serving the one who is serving Vishnu. So both are purified by that action. Service to a Vaishnava will also purify, because she was worshipping Vishnu, so Indra is also purified.
The answer is in purple, 6/18/71.
Indra was also repentant.
I think yesterday we discussed this also.
Yeah.
Anyway, there are some questions which have always some twist to use the intelligence somehow, and it will work.
Prabhupada writes that if one develops devotional attitude and becomes purified by worshipping the Supreme Lord, all good qualities are certainly manifested in his body. Because of being touched by worship of Vishnu, both Diti and Indra were purified.
By
6/18/71.
so how Indra is purified in this verse? What you are saying?
It says because of being touched by worship of Vishnu, both Diti and Indra were purified.
So because both were, Diti was worshipping Vishnu and he was assisting in that worship, bringing the wood, bringing the flower. So he's also assisting in that. So both are purified by worshipping Vishnu. So we will continue now with the two presentations. Hare Krishna.